Stargirl, Series 1, Episode 2, titled S.T.R.I.P.E. And this episode, I found to be just dragging on things that happened last episode. I just felt it was so, like, okay, I'm already over this, I'm already over that. Like you have Pat last episode doing the whole thing of like, you are not going to do the superhero thing, it's dangerous, protect your family, all that kind of stuff. And Courtney's all like, but I want to be a superhero, and the cosmic staff is there, and I was like, okay, it's first episode stuff and all that type of thing. And then when we get into episode 2, they continue on it, and I just felt like it was like, I'm already like taking the watch. Like, you do not want that. You don't want like when she's going to put the costume on so we can pass through this, so they can kind of have this agreement of each other of, hey, we're going to be superheroes and fight crime and fight the bad guys and that kind of thing. Versus, because it kind of makes Courtney a little bit of, not whiny, but just, and not annoying, like, it's like a word I'm trying to look for that I can't find. Just, that it makes me as an audience member not clicking with Courtney, because it just feels like she's just dragging on something. And yes, it is connecting to her father who was Starman and this and that, and you have a villain named Brainwave, which I think, let's be honest, knowing how cartoony Brainwave is, and I get it's really diving into the Golden Age of comics, I get that, which are at the time, the Golden Age of comics, once again, it's 1938, where Superman got his first appearance to like 1958 or something, whenever Barry Allen got introduced as Flash. That was at the "Go Jilly, guys, let's punch," like basically before Crisis. But "Go Jilly, you cast the bad guy." Ha 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 ha! I am this evil guy, and like, I get it, but it's just like, because sometimes the dialogue does feel like I'm watching a Hallmark movie a little bit. Like how they put the comic book names in there, like. She says, hey, my name, this is the first line of Courtney in the costume, I'm Stargirl, and this is my sidekick. And I'm like, And then later, Brainwave says it, like, this silly little Stargirl. I'm like, use that. That's a way to put the title, the comic book name in that. That's a really generic, that's a very natural piece of dialogue that you could easily use. And then you pick on like, hey, you know what? Stargirl has a nice wing to it. I'm going to keep her. Thank you, Brainwave, when all that. It's just like a good chunk of this, like for the first, I would say 30 minutes is, I won't lie, it's very dragging. I hope even the teenage characters are very. Like, the people in the town are very cartoony with the whole, like, they act like a stereotype of someone from the 50s, where it's like, hi, everything's fine, hey, like, they're always smiling all the time, you're like, oh, this is creeping me out a little bit. And the kids are just like, here's your emo kid, here's the hyper kids, like, hey, mom and dad, how are you? That kind of shit. You have that, it's just, this episode just did not click with me. I just felt like, once again, it was dragging until it felt like the plot was moving, and the plot was actually reaching to something, to the actual thing of like, okay, at the end, Courtney puts on the Stargirl outfit. It's just, I hope the rest of the show is pretty good, because I liked the pilot, but this one I hope the West. It's only 2. It's only episode 2. We got 11 more episodes to go, so hopefully it picks up.